Hey guys, alright, I know I just uploaded a video about Black Ops 6 zombie mode, but now I have just found out that multiplayer was leaked yesterday. I don't know if anybody's reacted to it yet. Not like I care, but at the same time, I still want to give y'all a good reaction. So I did not see anything. I didn't know. Obviously, I didn't know anything about it. But Black Ops 6 multiplayer gameplay leaked and revealed so much by Espresso. Shout out to him. And I know he's probably, I believe he's a very known guy for breaking down games and all that, especially these types. 500K subscribers, man. So go subscribe to him. Shout out to Espresso Dog for this video. Yeah, so we're just gonna get straight into it, dog. If you haven't already, bro, go ahead and look at the other video about the Black Ops 6 trailer. I really did love it. The Black Ops 6 Zombies trailer, I really did love it. Hope y'all do too. But aside from that, dog, the video.
So, while away for the weekend, I thought that I was safe with content that we had scheduled, but nope, COD timing strikes IRL, and we got a huge leak in regards to Black Ops 6 multiplayer gameplay, detailing a ton of things. So, today we're going to be breaking down this sort of at a top level. Likely we'll go more in depth over the coming days to weeks, because there is a lot of stuff to break down, but I want to mention everything all here in one so that you're aware of what's been happening. So today we're talking...
Bro, this is about to bring back like old, like 2012, 2013, 14... Call of Duty Black Ops montages, bro. Oh, the clip farming is about to be nuts. It's about to be crazy, bro. I hope the pros do not fuck this game up. I hope the pros do not. I hope the sweats, the pros, and all of them do not fuck this game up, bro. I hope they don't. And I hope they fix the skill-based matchmaking. Skill-based matchmaking. I hope they do not fuck that up. Because, bro, I'm sick of getting into lobbies where I get a win, I get like 12 kills, you know what I'm saying? Do 3 matches where I win all 3 and get like 12 kills, you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, I'm like, I get teleported into this fucking lobby where I'm going against the league players, my nigga. I'm going against the top 10 in the fucking world. It doesn't make sense. So I just hope they fix the matchmaking to where it's skill-based normally. Like, keep it to where we don't get thrown into fucking lobbies where we're fighting top 10 pro players, bro. Keep us in certain ranks and certain levels. Sorry, let me continue.
Talking top level. Drop your thoughts, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe for more Black Ops 6 coverage. I mean, what a way to enter our multiplayer reveal month here with a huge leak a few weeks early. Make sure you're here for all that coverage as we gear up for an exciting month ahead, but for now, let's get into it. So firstly, some disclaimers. Number one, as always, I cannot showcase any images, videos on screen, and most of this stuff has actually been scrubbed from the original posters already, but as with all things on the internet, once it's out there, it's out there. So you might be able to dig up some gameplay where applicable. I'll try to leave links down there in the description below if there's anything that I can find, but also, number two, this is coming from what appears to be a jailbroken PS4 version of the game, still in development. So it's something that, while some aspects may look pretty rough, just know it is something that's done on a version of the game that isn't capable of pushing those boundaries in terms of like graphics or textures and things like that. So there's a little bit of a sort of asterisk on what this will look like, but it gives us a general understanding of some of the gameplay features, some of the gameplay feel, and things like that. So let's jump into it. I want to start with some menu and create a class stuff. A lot of what was showcased was screenshots of the menus.
Look, bro, I'm gonna try to break this down with this guy, right? Because that was
start with some menu.
Look at the movement of the death. It's not just them like getting hit and flopping all over like this, and just dropping like that. He's actually like, bro, he got shot on the left. He got shot on this side and bounced off like this, dropped the gun, and I think he fell and touched the ground. Yeah, he fell while he was running. He got hit, fell, and ran as he was. They went crazy. Oh my gosh, they went crazy. It may sound a little picky, but no, that's a very good detail you have to watch out for. Because in most Call of Duties, it's like, oh shit, is it muted? Fuck. But like in most Call of Duties, bro, that's like...
And create a class stuff. Like a lot of what was showcased was screenshots of the menus of create a class, of other aspects of that user interface. There were some videos that did leak, which we'll touch on in a second, but when it comes to some of this stuff, it's pretty nice to see this up front, that even before jumping into the game, you're going to have a few things changed compared to what we have recently.
Firstly, you got the Rainbow Six Siege lean. That's why I downloaded Rainbow Six Siege. So I can get used to the leaning... left, right, the catching, the sliding, lean. That's what that's why I downloaded That's why I downloaded Rainbow Six. All right. On my Twitch stream, I'm going to be streaming Siege a lot. All right. Even though it's been past its prime, I'm still gonna try to. We're gonna work our way up to Black Ops 6, dog. We're gonna work our way up to Black Ops 6. Oh my gosh, cannot wait for this game. The movement is tough though.
Into the game, you're gonna have a few things changed compared to what we have recently.
That's tough.
Firstly, create a class is much more with its vertical listings. The build of your sort of create a class menu includes a primary as that first row of your available selections for options, secondary and melee a tier under that, tactical, lethal, and field upgrade the tier below that, then your 3 perks and the specialty below that, with a wild card all the way at the bottom, with wild cards currently being listed as Overkill, Gunfighter, and Perk Greed. Now, I would be curious to see if we end up seeing more, if that's going to be all that we end up having, but those 3 are in line with what we've seen previously when it comes to the wild cards and Treyarch's introduction here of them. There also were further details of the combat specialties, where it says the overall sort of effects of this are based off of equipping 3 perks of the same combat specialty category. Enforcer, Recon, and Strategist will activate its combat specialty, with Enforcer giving the benefit of killing enemies, granting a temporary buff to movement speed and health regeneration. Recon and ends up giving players the ability to see enemies through walls for a short period of time after respawn. A HUD edge indicator will flash when an enemy is outside your view, leaving no death skulls when killing enemies as well. And Strategist ends up earning a score bonus for objectives and destroying enemy content. You can also see enemy content through walls at a short distance, and you'll be able to deploy equipment and field upgrades.
Okay, he just said all that. Okay, it's faster. All right, so let me go and break it down right now. Enforcer is probably going to be the main used one. It's between Enforcer and Recon. Strategist is mostly, I feel like Strategist is just going to be used for mostly like, mainly like, I don't know. It's going to be like it's going to be like probably like 1 or 2 people in there using Strategist, probably a support character in the back, support player on the team that you're on or whatever the hell. But most of your people on this game are going to use Enforcer and Recon. Killing Enforcer is killing enemies, and killing enemies grants a temporary buff to movement speed and health. That's going to be abused. This is going to be this is going to be the famous one. This is going to be the best one. Recon is going to be meta though. Recon is going to be the meta, but this is going to be the most popular. Especially for the people who love to like slide cancel, use wall, run around and stab Nick. This is going to be a pain in the ass. Enforcer is going to be a pain in the ass, especially with the niggas who love to run around with their gun, like on COD now, how they running around with their knives and shit, running around, slide cancel, boom, pow, shoot you in the fucking face in like 2.5 seconds, then moving around downstairs, and then 3 seconds, boom, pow, pow, not like 3 niggas down in like 10 seconds. This is going to be very abused. This is going to be annoying. This is going to be fucking annoying. This is going to be the meta. This is meta right here. This is meta. Yeah, Enforcer, yes. This is going to be annoying as shit. This is going to be like probably 2 people on your team going to use it. You probably going to need 1 nigga to use it, but Recon is going to be the meta. Recon is the meta, and we're using Recon. I don't care what it says. We're using Recon. Enemies can be seen through walls for a short time after respawn, which is going to be very fucking helpful. A HUD edge indicator will flash when an enemy is outside your view. Perfect, because it's like, hey, you got to see what's behind you. Leave no death skulls when killing enemies. I don't know what that means. That's probably like to indicate like there's gonna be a guy to your left or some shit. I don't know. If you kill somebody, they're not gonna tell if you killed them or not. So it's like you can't like trace back to where somebody died or something. But I honestly don't know. But this is gonna be the meta. This is gonna be the guy. This is gonna be what the sweats are gonna use this one. This is what the sweats are gonna use. Nobody's really gonna use Strategist, but mostly everyone's gonna use Recon. Mostly everybody's gonna use Recon. So it's between these two. I believe Recon is going to be the meta, but Enforcer is going to be fucking everyone. You know what? Nah. Now that I think about it, Enforcer is going to be the meta. It's just between these two. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at these. Enforcer and Recon are going to be the main 2 people are going to go back and forth with. The sweats are here. The smart, strategic guys are going to use this. But the people that just like, oh, I don't want those, I'm just use this, it's going to be useless. You're probably going to have 2 or 3 people using it. It's not really that. This isn't really that helpful, honestly, but it may be helpful if you want to win and get to your objective faster. But Recon and Enforcer are really going to be used. This is going to be used more though. To my thinking, to my knowledge, to my opinion, guess, whatever the hell you want to call it, Enforcer is going to be used the most. Out of both of these, Enforcer is going to use the most. It's just a fact. But we continue.
Enemy content through walls at a short distance, and you'll be able to deploy equipment and field upgrades faster. Now, when it comes to further sort of create a class UI options here with this, there's a bit of a change in how the attachment selection UI looks. Currently, you have
Also, if I'm stuttering a lot, I'm kind of like I'm getting a little bit better at explaining my points and all that shit. But hey, we gonna get there. We gonna get there. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'll be rambling sometimes, saying the same thing over and over again. But sometimes I'll be talking and I'll be trying to say something, but then I think about it while I'm saying it. But then I like, fuck, I gotta change that up and say it again in the process of it. It's just a process, all right? It's a process, all right? It's a process, all right? Come on.
Of course, here with this, there's a bit of a change in how the attachment selection UI looks. Currently, you of course have that classification of each category for your attachments going around the weapon display there in your gunsmith. Then when you enter into one of those categories, it's a very long horizontal listing of attachments. Now with Black Ops 6, it appears that the attachment options by classification are instead at the bottom horizontally, and the attachments themselves, once you enter into that category, are listed vertically on the left-hand side like you'd see in Black Ops Cold War. And outside of the optics category, there's not a million different attachments for every single category. Optics are shared throughout weaponry, so that's something that kind of makes sense that you're going to have a lot of.
That's a W. That's a W. That is a W. Because like, I think it's in Warzone where it's like you have multiple, you have like certain things for certain guns, and it's very, very select few of weapons in different categories that like have this different attachments and shit like that. Hey, it's good though. I fuck with it. It keeps you like, okay, if I have this on this weapon and it works amazing, I want to use it on this weapon too, so I don't have trouble with so I don't have to be a little octopus trying to get right with two different types of weapons I have, or two different builds of weapons that I have, and then I can just have them both the exact same and do well all the way through. But some people do like to switch things up and have a totally different build on one weapon, a totally different build on a different weapon. But it makes it easier and more simple down for most categories of weapons to have the same kind of attachments and building and all that type of shit. But I like it though. I like it.
Of them because it's for every single weapon, but every single weapon doesn't have 10,000 grips or anything like that you'll see currently within Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. Also listed in this UI was
wait. That was the World War II map.
Single weapon, but
that's the World War II map. Wait, no. That's the World War II map. Is it? I think it's the World War. It should be the World War II map.
Every single weapon doesn't have.
That's the World War II map.
10,000 grips or anything like that you'll see currently within Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. Also listed in this UI was the mention of mastery next to the stats, though I'd wager that is more so for the like mastery challenges and such, not necessarily the mastery camos. So we'll see the mastery sets here right out of the gate from day one, which is obviously nice. Custom loadouts, before you get to even tinkering with anything in this sort of gunsmith options, you have the ability showcased of create new for your create a class past those first 5 that were listed. So it seems like, just like Modern Warfare 2, just like Modern Warfare 3, you might end up having access to all 10 custom classes right out of the gate and able to be used at whatever pacing you want, which may seem kind of odd because like with the reintroduction of the classic prestige system, historically speaking, those granted additional create a class slots. So unless they end up offering upwards of like 20 creative classes, it might not be something that's tied to prestige this year. Camo listings also appear to be 3 rows, 4 columns as we see right now, but it's interesting because there's the listing of all camos, multiplayer camos, zombies camos, and now a tab for Warzone in that. So that could be a placeholder, but it also could be an indication that maybe we actually have camos coming to Warzone as well. There also was a noted favorited
so basically Warzone is going to be in this as a separate mode. It doesn't make sense though, because Warzone should always be a separate thing. I don't know why they're putting Warzone into the game when they can just leave Warzone as a separate thing, so you can be able to still do content with Warzone, but you have more freedom with it. If that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. It doesn't make sense to me where you put a free game that's also a whole different type of thing, but also put it with a game that's supposed to be like Black Ops or something, but also putting in Warzone to that to make it an option when you can just download Warzone and make that a entirely different thing. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? It might be less work, because what if you don't want to get Warzone, but you still want to play Black Ops, but you want... It still doesn't make sense to me, though. But, hey, money is money, I guess.
The listing of all camos, multiplayer camos, zombies camos, and now a tab for Warzone in that. So that could be a placeholder, but it also could be an indication that maybe we actually have camos coming to Warzone as well. There also was a noted favorited camos option, which is pretty cool. Absolutely love that. Of course, you have 1,000+ camos in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, and while I'm not expecting that to be there the same way on day
one, the clips. Oh my god, bro. The clips are gonna be fucking insane. Oh my god, look at that, bro. Look at that shit. It made me just be like a POV thing, but look at that shit.
In Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, and while I'm not expecting that,
nah, bro. Imagine being in like domination, and it's like 5v5. You're the last person fucking standing, and it's like 3 guys left on the other team. It's just you. And they're in a room standing there, and you running that bitch, shoot one of them, you got one down, and you come through from the side like, oh my gosh, that's gonna be fucking oh, the clips are gonna be nuts, bro. Clips are gonna go viral, bro. I tell you this right now, bro. If you want to be a content creator, dog, just like me, I'm not as big as I'm just now starting out too, but bro, this is the time, bro. This is the time. If you play Call of Duty and you have not started a fucking YouTube channel yet, and you buy this game, this is the chance for you to start it. You start it with this. And if you're good at, oh my god, oh, the clips are gonna, bro, it's gonna be phase all over again. It's gonna be phase all over again, bro. Oh shit, the clips, bro, just imagine you the last nigga standing. Nah, imagine this multiplayer, you got one more kill left, the time's going out, and you just pop out the cut. Pop out the cut with your dual pistol. Just drop. Oh my god. Oh, the clip's gonna be fucking crazy. I cannot wait for this game.
there also was a noted favorited camos option, which is pretty cool. Absolutely love that. Of course, you have 1,000+ camos in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, and while I'm not expecting that to be there the same way on day one, it appears like they're going to have the same camo system in place for Black Ops 6, like how they've had it with Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, introducing probably within that first year about 300 to 500 camos from day one to throughout the entirety of the year. So that's something to keep in mind. Detailed stats also apparently go way in depth here with this, where it looks to showcase all those new capture points they mentioned with the damage numbers correlating to them and each and every one of those positions. So you have listings for the head, upper chest, mid chest, lower chest, and abdomen, upper leg, upper arm, and lower arm, with tons of detail associated with that. And that stats page also seems to appear from the right side of the UI rather than up from the bottom as you currently have in Modern Warfare 3. The firing range is appearing to be present in the options to enter. Attachments have attack stance preview here that showcases that apparently will be returning. Operator UI is the same split panel that you have in Modern Warfare 3, which confirms those factions of Rogue Black Ops and Crimson 1, which is what we saw from our sort of debrief here around the reveal time of Black Ops 6. A more off the grid versus formal Spec Ops faction split. Jumping over to some map details here with this, it apparently looks like we've seen already leaked about 20. We know 16 are at launch, so these may be some stuff that come shortly after launch, like Nuketown's included in this. So we've seen historically that's something that's introduced like 2 weeks after the launch, but I mean, that also could be something that looks to be at launch based off of what we've seen beforehand. So just as a sort of reference point, some of these may end up coming a couple of weeks after the launch, not before Season 1. Some could just be all in Season 1. We don't know, but there are 20 listed as opposed to the 16 that we knew of. We have Vorkuta Mine, Vorkuta, Catacomb, Flat, Dig, Babylon,
Okay, we do have a good set of maps. That's good. That's good. I'm glad they didn't put us only 5 maps on release. I believe these are gonna be the maps we have on release. They got Nuketown. Nuketown's back. Okay. Catacomb, Flat, Dig, Babylon, Train. Okay. All right. They gave us an amazing set of maps. A good amount too, because like I'm so sick of people. Like I'm so sick of the Black Ops or Call of Duty games coming out and they're just giving us like 4 or 5 maps just to play on. It doesn't make any sense. But I'm glad they gave us a huge amount of maps to play on release day. I hope it's on release day. I hope it's not they update it as they go and add maps. I hope it's just like on release day, boom, here's your 10, 20 maps, go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it. I fuck with the selection.
Vorkuta Mine, Vorkuta, Catacomb, Flat, Dig, Babylon, Train Graveyard, Russian Base, Socotra 2, Hacienda Alt, Strip Mall, Red Card, Firing Range 2, Veiled, Canals, Island, Pillage, Radar, Stealth, and Nuketown. So there's a couple of things that do sound familiar in there, like Hacienda Alt, maybe an Hacienda remaster from Black Ops 4, or Socotra 2 could be a reference to Yemen from Black Ops 2, Socotra being the island that was set on. So that's some interesting stuff that adds to the sort of knowledge base of what we have for maps for multiplayer. But something that we should get ahead on is that we have seen already the listings of the maps of Derelict, Protocol, Skyline, Scud, Pit, Babylon, Gala, Stakeout, and Rewind. Those are likely going to correspond with some of the listings we just mentioned, but those that we just mentioned being the in-game file names, not the display names of what we actually see to the public. Like Vorkuta Mine could end up being Pit. That's something that makes sense. Strip Mall is likely going to be Rewind, so there's some crossover here with this and the unofficial listings and what is found in the game files versus what's actually going to be the finished names. So bear that in mind. And with some of the leaked loading screen images, it appears to be a sort of progressive take on what we already saw with Black Ops Cold War, with a map name and mode, map and mode stats like average elims, KD ratio, win-loss ratio, an opening intro sequence, the sort of like fly-through movies, and a nice touch is also now it looks to have a larger look at the TAC map of each map, which I think is a really cool addition in my opinion. Some maps also interestingly have interactable elements. One of the videos that was shared was of the map Skyline, I believe it was, where it ended up having a bookshelf that would move and open up a new passageway to get from point A to point B. So an interesting but kind of cool, I think, addition here that we'd end up seeing with some of these maps. Next, we got to look at some of the Scorestreak details listed in the build were a handful. Doesn't seem to be the full listing, but you have the Scout Pulse for 400 score, which might be something like a quick ping, not full UAV, but instead something like what you had with DMZ based off the AI phone ping.
All right, disclaimer for people who don't know. I know there's a lot of y'all who do know, but if you don't know what multiplayer streak is, it's basically like if you say you got a 3-kill streak, 4-kill streak, 5-kill streak, double kill, you die, then double kill again, or either double kill and an assist or some bullshit like that. You basically get a streak on your thing. It gives a certain name for it. You do certain things to get certain streaks. Scout Pulse 400 could be you knock out like 2 people and then you turn around and hit somebody on the wall, then you see somebody on a building, kill him, or I don't know what it means, but that's my take on it. But aside from that, dog, that's for people who don't know what a multiplayer streak is. You got to know what it is though. But like, you know, I gotta give y'all what I can give y'all. I gotta give y'all what I can give you.
The RCXD was 450. The UAV was 675. The counter UAV was 700. The Watchdog Helo was 1100. The Hellstorm was 1200. The Interceptors for 1250, and the Chopper Gunner for 1600 score. Again, I don't think this is even close to the full listing. Interestingly though, there's a mention of the view mastery progression on the Scorestreaks menu. So that's an interesting thing. If that's actually something that's accurate, we might have mastery for Scorestreaks. So kind of a cool addition here that I'm curious to see if that holds up or if it's just like temporary UI listings. Gameplay items, we saw a little bit of that Omni movement here, where it looks pretty fluid, pretty solid paced. And it was something that, again, based off of what they detailed in the sort of Black Ops 6 Direct, it was essentially the same thing you saw here with it, but just instead without the sort of menu footage, tutorial stuff, and button inputs that was associated with it. Instead, just on a map here at this. I think that was again part of Skyline, if I'm remembering correctly, but just showing a little bit of that sort of back and forth. And
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at that shit. Look
again, part of Skyline, if I'm remembering.
That is so much better. That is so much better. I'm tired of like having to like you can barely turn around, but now it's like I'm here, but then I can go here, and then I can go here, then I can go here, then I can go here, then I can go. That's so tough. It gives you more of a reaction time on your surroundings, basically.
Just showing a little bit of that sort of back and forth and side to side movement, all in the same pacing structure that you'd have when being able to just move simply forward. Diving front, diving back, side to side, all that kind of stuff. You also had some looks at the menus where lethals had frags, semtexes, thermo grenades, blast traps, and combat axes. Tacticals of the concussion, flashbang, stim shot, prox alarm, and decoy. And field upgrades of the assault pack, trophy system, neurogas, acoustic amp, and the sleeper agent. With the sleeper agent being the one in particular that's wild to me. This, you can end up infiltrating the enemy team, as it says, appearing as a friendly to them for a short duration. Kills.
Oh, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be. Oh, it's basically fucking. It's fucking nigga. It's basically Among Us in Black Ops, bro. That's tough. That's nice. At least one of my guys. At least, bro. Imagine a whole team with the sleeper agent. Nah, that's gonna be fucking crazy. Oh, that's no. Oh, they know what they doing with this one. That is so tactical in some situations. Oh my gosh, that's gonna fuck up. That's gonna fuck up somebody's head. Fast. You can't trust nobody now. When this game come out, bro, you can't trust nobody on the. You can't even trust your own teammates, bro. You can't.
Trading the enemy team, as it says, appearing as a friendly to them for a short duration. Kills extend the time, and gunfire and enemy content reveal your true identity.
Nah, bro, that mean like if you want to see the niggas actually real, I gotta shoot you. That's nuts. That's actually crazy.
Enemy content just being sort of the placeholder text for whatever content that may be, like if there's a perk that counters it or something else. But a really interesting field upgrade. I could see if it was like maybe a Scorestreak or something like that, but a field upgrade, also mixing it with like the extension factor that prior Dead Silences have had. Certainly interesting. The final thing to note is that we got a seemingly look at not our next Warzone map, because that's rumored to be currently Verdansk returning in some time of early 2025, but rather year 2 of Black Ops and what we have upcoming after next year's integration. The map Avalon, as it's codenamed right now, apparently leaked here as well, where leaker Better Than Alex ended up having a fly-through of basically the entire map. Of course, big and large scale like you'd expect for Warzone, but something that seems to be kind of like a combination of a couple of different almost design philosophies here with this. There's a lot of water going in and out of different sort of sub-islands of this map, all connected by different bridges. So introducing a lot in terms of that water vehicle play that'll be rather interesting. And I'm wondering if it's going to be too much for people, because there's a lot of water in this fly-through image. But of course, too early to tell. It's still in very early development, so it could be something that does end up changing. But it did showcase a little bit of what was potentially coming, not necessarily in the near future, but a little later on down the line, far future. So that's something to keep an eye out for. It looks interesting. I like the aesthetic of the map. There's a lot of cool points of interest. There's like a coliseum, a stadium, some farmlands and vineyards. It's something that has a little bit of a mix of everything. And I am curious to see how much, if anything, will be altered from now until, well, a little over a year from this point. But that's a general rundown of some of the multiplayer gameplay and the features we learned as a result here of this. Again, with more time coming throughout the week, we'll break this down into more depth and going into a deeper dive into each of these, because there are things that I definitely do want to expand upon, but just for the sake of time and not keeping you for another 10-15 minutes breaking down everything in depth, that I think is where we're going to wrap it up. So let me know your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of these leaks here that came out of Black Ops 6 and a jailbroken PS4 version of the game? This is likely going to be the beta build, and again, on last generation, on jailbroken PS4, it's not necessarily the best indication of what we'll have on hand for a lot of us, but it is something that this gives an insight into the gameplay feel and what we can potentially expect for some of what it's going to have on offer. So let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe for more Black Ops 6 coverage as we gear up for the reveal month here upcoming. A lot of cool stuff coming throughout the next couple of weeks, so I'd love to have the community. But for now, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care. And peace.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Espresso, bro. Shout out to Espresso. We're glad. Hey, one of him with me watching this video right now, we better have the information that we do have. Aside from that, dog, that was the video. Black Ops 6 multiplayer gameplay leaked and revealed so much. That was the title of the video. Kudos to my guy Espresso. Yeah, man, if y'all like the video, bro, go subscribe to his channel. Go like the video, get his views up, get his subscribers up, dog. He's at 500K, trying to get him to 600K. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all thing. Aside from that, dog, we're gonna make our way to the outro. Hey guys, how you doing? If you made it this far into the video, I want to thank you for watching it all the way through. If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe, and a comment. What you want to see next, what you liked about the video, what was your favorite motion, what was your favorite gun that you saw if you haven't noticed a gun that you haven't saw before, what was your favorite aspect of the maps, what was your favorite map that they put in there, what was your favorite perk, what was your favorite detail, what was your favorite field thing, you know what I mean, dog. But there was a lot of things he covered. 13 minutes and 45 seconds of it covered, dog. This probably might be a 30 fucking minute video, I hope. But aside from that, dog, I love y'all. Oh wait, forgot about this. If you didn't like the video, look in the comment section. Put down there what you liked, what you didn't like about it, what you want to see different, what you want changed, what you want to see more of, and just a little normal criticism stuff, man. I love y'all. Hope y'all love me. Black Ops has come out in October 25th of this year. We cannot wait for this game. I can't wait for this game at all, bro. Zombies is gonna go crazy, bro. Multiplayer's gonna go crazy, dog. I will be the first person to, one of the first people to play this shit and upload. The day it comes out, bro, we are streaming on Twitch immediately. I'm going to try to do it on YouTube, but I'm going to just do Twitch instead, dog. All 56 of y'all go look at the Twitch, dog. It should be down in the description. Aside from all that, dog, I love you. I want to thank you for supporting me and my videos. Other than that, it's your boy Ephon X.